What's going on, everybody? We're over here still grinding out that double XP. I've managed to save 1,000 script between a few of my characters. Today I'm going to go through two of my characters, roll 2,000 script, and then I'll be rolling some more scripts soon and hopefully getting something good. Again, we have a couple more days of the double XP, and I have been very busy between my characters, grinding out as much XP as possible, and meeting a lot of the goals I didn't anticipate hitting. But today's goals will be to actually walk away with something worth bragging about, or at least a conversation starter. So let's see what we get, and of course, fingers crossed. So first, we're on to my Berserker character, my Gunslinger, currently 198. I have 1,000 scripts saved up, and today we're going to be rolling all ranged weapons. Again, I'm looking forward to the increase in daily script we can get, and the increase in how much script we can carry. Once that comes out, I'm going to split my efforts between collecting, let's say, 3 modules a day for that 150, and then the remaining 150 will continue to collect towards these types of rolls. But here we go with our first set of 10 rolls. And if you are newer to these videos, we break them down into categories of not good, decent, and great. Not good means it's getting auto script. Decent means somebody could find it useful. Great can vary from a god roll or something that realistically has at least 2 of the 3 stats pretty good. And let's see what we get. Starting off on Executioner's Explosive, I'll consider this in between a decent and great find. I've been enjoying Executioners more. I wish it wasn't an SMG. I'm not a huge fan of SMGs when it comes to rifles. I'd rather use a handmade fixer or that kind of deal. But still a pretty good way to start. So thank you. Hopefully I don't end up with too much weight, as I'm over here collecting missile launchers now. Quad less VATS. Unfortunately, when it comes to lever actions, I love seeing quad. I would much rather see something along the lines of faster reload or faster fire rate instead of damage while aiming or the less VATS. It's not a terrible find. I will say it's a decent one. Last but not least, on to our next character, see if we have a little better luck. And now I'm on to my heavy guns character. This is my bolstering tank, sitting at 212. Let's see if I have a little better luck on this character. Troubleshooters Tesla. So unfortunately, this isn't a good find at all in terms of what I'm looking for or what I think others would be looking for. But I'm actually collecting Tesla rifles. Once we can start re-rolling our legendaries, I'm just going to put Teslas aside and then re-roll them, see if I can get something like quad. I don't even care if it's a 1-star. At that point, I can use a Tesla like that to, let's say, tag a bunch of stuff in Radiation Rumble without having to reload. So I'll find some use out of it in the future. No, thank you. Nope. Faster fire rate on a weapon that only has 1 shot, that's good. There are definitely certain rolls that I don't believe should be a thing. Junkies, faster reload, limb damage railway rifle. I'll say this is a decent find. Definitely could have been better. Any of those rolls. Do have better Junkies railway rifles and bloodied and quad. I actually have been using a quad faster fire rate that I've been enjoying. I do have a bloodied explosive, I think less VATS, which is as top tier as I think I'll ever get. I might actually have somebody that would find this useful. Alright, halfway, let's see what the last half on this character looks like. Nocturnal Explosive. So I've heard the rumor that Nocturnal at some point will be buffed and won't be as bad as I think it is. I'm happy that it's reduced weight on something like this. Happy that it's explosive. It's Nocturnal. I've really never found any use in, but let's see if maybe somebody checking out the video finds this useful. Let me know what you guys think before I auto-script it. Speaking of bloodied railway rifles, well, that's the follow-up, but unfortunately, I'm not going to say it's decent just because it's bloodied. I do not like seeing Bash. Sure, Bash once upon a time was broken, but I'm not going to be using weapons that are basically exploiting glitches, but the VATS crit meter fills faster. Again, if you're a, let's say, VATS build, you'll find some use out of that, but I really wish it was some other combo. Only 3 remaining. Not terrible find so far. Junkie's Fat Man, less VATS hit chance. I've been seeing an uptick in people using either a Fat Man or other various explosive means during Queens. I don't know if it's becoming more popular. I've never wanted to carry a bunch of mini nukes on me, let alone try to find the perfect Fat Man. I do have a 2-shot Merv Fat Man, something like that, and I like seeing how many explosions can come out of that, but I'll say this is a decent find for someone. No, thank you. And last but not least, so what I'm actually going to do is hop onto a third character. I was only going to roll 2,000 script today. Not really getting the results I wanted. Let's see if throwing another 1,000 script actually will get me what I'm looking for. Okay, and I'm on to my last character. We'll consider this a bonus set of rolls. This character is my lowest level character. I've got it up to 91. I think I started the double XP weekend as a 59. Gained, let's say, these almost 40 levels, and I do plan on hitting 100 before it is up. Now let's see if I actually have a few items that this character can use, though. Another 1,000 script, ranged weapons, fingers crossed. Let's see what we get. Quad combat, less VATS VAT hit chance. I will say this is a great find. It's a not a fixer. Interesting combos. I'm actually happy that I decided to swap characters and go for some bonus rolls. Let's see if the next so many are we're talking about. Quad Cryolator? Interesting. I've never used them. If anybody out there has determination on if this is a decent find, let me know. Nocturnal Explosive Faster Reload. I'm not enjoying this Nocturnal kick. Faster Reload on a Black Powder Rifle, Black Powder Pistol. I would love to see Explosive. I actually have every single Black Powder Pistol flavor, we'll call it, as Explosive. I have yet to start collecting Black Powder Rifles, but unfortunately I don't know if I would want to keep this. Let's say it's in between not good and decent. I'll probably hoard it until Nocturnal gets an upgrade, or a buff I should say, then maybe test it out. Junkie's Tesla Rifle. Again, I'm trying to collect Teslas just for tagging purposes, and then we can at least hand them out to people in the community as they're looking to tag stuff. Nope. Halfway through, definitely better luck on this character than the other two. As I say that, the game throws me missile launcher. Zealot's Explosive Perception Handmade. I personally want agility if I'm gonna get any kind of special skill, but I would say Zealot's Explosive. Never inherently wanted to swap from something bloody, junkies, furious, let's say something like that, to a specific type. I'm not sure if putting a, let's say, prime receiver and stacking zealots with this explosive would make it do comparable, or who knows, maybe even more damage than my bloodied handmaids that I've been using. But I will still say this is in between a decent and great find, because someone out there just hitting level 45, let alone 50, would not mind using something like this, especially if they're going into a Scorch Beast Queen. Only 2 more. Pretty happy with the results, as long as they don't end up being missile launchers, grenade launchers, or something heavy. Anti-armor less. The VATS hit chance and the crit meter fills faster. I don't know if that would combo. For the longest time, I've kind of shunned any sort of VATS combo on these heavy weapons, but apparently you can make quick use out of them. Sure, the AP bar will go quickly, but maybe somebody in our community would find this useful. Now, last but not least, hopefully it's not 3 leasts in a row, for our last ones. Bloodied fat man with a faster reload. Ugh, it had to be Bash 2. Faster reload on something like this I could see being useful. Bloody's going to give you that top tier DPS if you have your character set for it. Bash, you guys already know how I feel about that. Hate to call this a decent find, but somebody out there probably would enjoy using those. Alright, so 3 characters, 3,000 script later. I ended up with a couple of decent finds. Some stuff in between decent and great, and unfortunately a lot more weight than I wanted in certain weapons, but for science, right? So again, that 3,000 script that I spent was definitely not in vain. I'll be scrapping those items and hopefully getting something worth bragging about soon. Like I said, we're still on our double XP grind. I'm hoping to get this character to 100, other character to 200, so I have 200 pluses. And then I will go from 480 to 500. Then just a few rad rumbles, luckily enough, and then I'll have 2 characters at 500. It's interesting to see the RNG between the different characters and how they roll. The next Purveyor video that I'm going to be doing is going to be rolling script between my highest 2 characters, and I'm pretty sure they're due for a good find. At least 1 or 2 of them. But I would say stay tuned for the next video. Let me know what you guys think about the rolls before I script them all. Yeah, until next time, guys, take it easy.